water in a
This
daily
meeting is being recorded.
in a daily lives. And if you haven't received the machine yet, because two of you are just going to be unpacking the machine, like what has attracted you to this opportunity and your relationship with water, and why you want to use it in your life. So first of all, allow me to introduce Tina. Tina is an amazing, outspoken, beautiful lady. We've been in touch for about 1 year or so, and I've seen a beautiful transformation, even though sometimes it's really high and sometimes it's really low. But I admire and celebrate your determination and your self-development and clearing what no longer serves you. It's a process, and I honor that. And thank you so much for being here in this challenging time of your life. I really, really honor that. So, Tina, darling, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how do you know Kangen water, and why you have decided to choose this into your life?
I'll try to make this as quick as possible. In 2017, or 16, I made the decision to move from one place to another to a friend's house that I'd known for years. 7 months later, she died. And that just kind of awakened me for, I need to start improving my own health. I had heard about electrolyzed water, Kangen water, through a Dr. Sebi. Don't know if anybody's heard of him. Saw him on Instagram. He has passed, God rest his soul. But anyhow, I researched a little bit, knew nothing about it, never drank water in my entire life because I knew how toxic it was. And I never liked anything in plastic. Fast forward to 2018, my roommate, which is the fiance of my friend that died, is paralyzed. And I was transporting him, back and forth to the doctor. And he was like, can we stop into the CBD store that they just opened? I'm like, yes, we go in. It's August, it's hot, very hot here in southern part of the US. And the lady see me and she's like, would you like a drink of water? And normally I say no, because I don't like water, but I'm like, yes, please. She gives me a drink of water and I'm like, this is fantastic. Because I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, basically. And when we would go camping, I would drink this water that came off of the mountain and it was perfect, but I never could find it. And I drank it. I'm like, what is this? And she said, it's Kangen water. And I'm like, awesome. And I just never thought about it. And she, she told me, she said, it's electrolyzed alkaline water. And that's what she said, alkaline water. So I kind of talked to them and they said, it's an expensive machine. They're hard to get a hold of. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I started buying alkaline water at the store in a jug and it just wasn't the same. I might as well have just got it out of my toilet. And I'm like, this is disgusting. So they offered to sell it to me in this. So I would buy this and then I would go back to that CBD shop and fill it up. So I started doing that in the end of 2018. Within a week of using this Kangen water, because they started me on a lower level, got me up to 9.5.
Yes.
I was at the time a retail merchandiser. So I was in and out of my car a lot. I was moving merchandise around in grocery stores, not getting a lot of rest, running myself ragged. So when I get up in the morning, I felt stiff and achy and after about a week of using the Kangen water, I noticed that my energy levels started rising. I didn't feel sluggish. I didn't feel achy, and I could get out of the bed in the morning and not feel like I was 100 freaking years old. And I'm like, this water is awesome. Yeah. And so then when I would go in and fill up my jugs, she would say, can you tell the people what it's done for you? And so I was. Long story short, we'll move fast forward. Last year, Monica posted something on one of the pages that we have in common, and something clicked in what she said in that post that I'm like, this woman's affiliated with this water and I want one of these machines. I have to have one of these machines, because I was going through so much of this water, making my coffee with it, drinking it daily, making tea with it, cooking with it. I was doing everything with it. And I was getting tired of running there, constantly getting it filled up. So when the opportunity came up, I watched the master class with her and Carrie. And when you guys started talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, this is perfect. I want an online business. I want to get away from this retail stuff. And it is the Kangen water. So I signed up and I ended up getting the machine. I've had it for a year now. I love this thing. I believe everybody needs one in their home. It is one of the best appliances and investment you can make in your health. I experiment with it daily. I am educating myself hours upon hours upon hours. I'm constantly, I mean, literally constantly testing this water. And I cannot express, I could go on for days of what I've learned from it, what it has done for me. You know, I clean with it, I cook with it, I drink it. You know, it is just amazing what it can do.
Tina, can you also mention a little bit, because you're a really keen gardener,
Yeah, I
how
do.
you use the water for seeds, germinating, watering, pesticides? Would you touch upon that?
I also, you know, playing around with it and researching stuff, also realized, you know, I thought, well, I'm going to start a container garden. And that was a mistake, but we won't go there. And I started it, but I started germinating my seeds in the 11.5. And they would just sprout within days instead of weeks. And so I just started having all these things germinating around my home, and I started planting them. Then I just recently also realized, which I knew, that the 6.0 was equivalent to rainwater. So living in the southern part of the United States, we don't get a lot of rain sometimes. So I was watering my plants. I do have rainwater that I catch, but when you don't have the rainwater, what do? You're not going to use your tap water if you want to be organic. So I started using the 6.0. And I, you know, well, I don't know if you could see that.
Just like a beauty water. So just, I want to quickly say that the Kangen machine is a device which is so big. I'll talk about it a bit later, but it produces different types of water, seven different types of water. And we can use it for drinking, for cleaning the windows, cleaning the car, cleaning your glasses. He treats some, I cannot really say, let's say, treat some misalignments in your body, but also gardening. And they're from 2.5 pH to 11.5.
Yeah, you can remove pesticides from fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
I tried a 2.5 on my plants, but it killed them. It was too strong for them. So I went to the 11.5, put it in a spray bottle. And if I go out late at night or early in the morning, I can spray it to get the aphids off of it.
Yes.
You know, spraying it directly on it before the sun hits it will get the aphids off. The 2.5 didn't touch it.
And what is your favorite use? Because you have the shower, and the reason why we have shower is because our body absorbs 8 times more chlorine through our skin, which is the biggest organ. And this mineral water, the Anespa, cleans the chlorine, but also adds minerals. So you have the Kangen machine K8 and you have the Anespa. So what is your favorite use of these two, or both?
Besides the drinking water, which I used to be an avid soda drinker, I don't do that anymore. It's strictly water. My favorite part of this Kangen water is how it cleans pesticides off of store-bought fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, me too.
I cannot get over that. I'm buying fruits constantly and cleaning them, and I'm just amazed. My roommate is like, "Oh my God, we've been eating that stuff."
So what happens when you put them into the water? Just tell a little bit. I have lots of videos on my Facebook timeline where we clean it, but what happens when you soak your vegetables in that container?
What I've noticed is, because I buy a lot of strawberries, and when you put the strawberries in the water, a lot of people don't realize that your pesticides it's a spray. So it's an oil base to keep the rainwater from running it off. So as I see this immediately, as soon as I run that 11.5 on it, it emulsifies that oil-based pesticide off of it immediately. And you will see that oil on the top of that water inside that container immediately. And then when you're done, about 20 minutes, if that long, you will see the yellowing of the oil-based pesticides in your water. And it does remove all the dirt, and it will refreshen them. If they're a little your lettuce is a little wilty, it'll liven it up. And I've ran tests comparing it to other stuff too, which get that on my YouTube channel eventually.
Great, great. Well, thank you. I use it also all the time to clean my vegetables. And my daughter, who is 10, I was in Bali a month ago. So she was at home here with my friend. She cleaned her own vegetables with the water because we have been using it for 4 years. She said, "Mommy, look." She sent me a video of cleaning the vegetables herself. Like,
That's great. That's great.
like, you know, I didn't tell her. She did it all by herself. And that's so beautiful that we teach our next generations to have it as well. You know, they're aware of healthy food. Thank you so much, Tina.
Well, can I add just one quick thing?
Please.
The Anespa. I will
Yes.
say this. My skin used to look like alligator skin. It was so dry. After using the Anespa, I've immediately, I mean, my skin is smooth, it's soft. I don't use lotion anymore. I dye my hair a lot and my hair is silky soft. It loves it. I recommend it. Carry on. Next.
Thank you. Yeah, and I also can agree. I love body lotions and I don't use as much as I used before. Like sometimes I even forget to put it and my skin doesn't feel dry. And if I go to the swimming pool, which is full of chlorine, because I have been using chlorine for 4 years, I get rash, like a really aggressive reaction because my skin has not been used to it anymore. So I'll talk about it later. So who wants to talk next? Thank you so much. Yes.
I'd like to.
Go for it. Yes, Leonie. Wonderful. Leonie is a beautiful, divine goddess. She just joined our team, and Leonie has received her machines today, and she's going to unpack them tomorrow. And I want to celebrate you for actually choosing yourself for the water machines, for the wealth, but also for creating an amazing opportunity with this product, building a better future for yourself. But I'll talk about the financial part a little bit later. What really I wanted to know, we already had a little bit of discussion yesterday on our interview, like, can you please share your story, like why you chose Kangen and what you intend to use it for?
I was pretty young when I got to know Kangen water already. I heard about it and I heard it was the best thing and also a healing water, not only the best water filter, but also to drink for your health. But at that time, I was still pretty young. It's more than 30 years ago, I think. And it stayed in the back of my mind, like something to have. But I heard that, well, I didn't have the mindset I had a scarcity mindset, and I didn't believe I could get one because it costs more than average water filters. I've been growing in my health practice in the last 30 years, and I'm getting to menopause, and some aches and pains come in my body, and I'm looking for ways to improve my health. And not only that, in Corona times, it became more clear even that the tap water is not that trustworthy anymore. So I felt the need to buy a water filter, and the first water filter I bought in that time, 2-3 years ago, was a normal water filter for like about 300 euros. And something kept nagging at me, like, you're not having the best water possible. And I kept searching and thinking about and educating myself on water. And I still had the Kangen machine in mind. And in those 30 years, actually, several times I came across people talking about Kangen water, and there was just never any negative feedback about it, only extremely positive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's beautiful. With my friend Clint, who is part of our community, he's been in this business for 9 years. Yeah. And we're talking about thousands, hundreds of thousands of people buying this machine. He said there's one person in 9 years, he said he didn't like it. Yeah. So it's once you try it, you fall in love with it because it does so much good for your, you drink a glass and you feel like, oh, this is so good for me.
I just can't wait till tomorrow to unpack it. Unfortunately have no time tonight, otherwise I would do it tonight.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm going to love it. And talking to you and other people who use the Kangen machines and watching videos lately, I've seen that there's so many uses to it, not only to drink it, but my hair has the tendency to get dry. That's the downside of curly hair. It gets frizzy and dry, and there's just an ever ongoing search for something that keeps it shiny and not so dry. Definitely. And it gets worse also with menopause, the dryness. So I'm looking forward to using so I just want to explain that Anespa is the shower that the water comes through. And wow, I just can't wait to use that.
Yeah, also, it's kind of, it makes no sense. It's like lots of people are using, let's say, nutritionists. They're focusing on shakes, supplements, mineral supplements, diet, and very often they forget about the water. So once you decide, yes, I want to get an ionizer, which ionizes, makes my water alive, and you are showering or taking baths in a chlorine contaminated hormone and drugs water, makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yes.
And so, and if you have little kids, then their bodies is smaller. So it's like, it's even better if you have children to really invest. The best actually is to give birth in Anespa water, which lots of people in our community do. Can you imagine? You'll be being born into a live water. So I do have slides. Let's say I want to introduce Roger. Thank you so much, beautiful. I am so looking forward on this journey and sharing this space. And then I want to give space to Roger, who is in Canada. We met also a year ago and you finally joined. Yes, I'm super happy. We had a beautiful journey of tribulations and life events. And when I think about you, Roger, what sticks to me is like your drive to build communities, to help others, to create oneness, to create a better world. And you have chosen the water as a vehicle to do so. So this is your time.
So you're right. I see a lot of potential for this machine for so many different applications, including healthcare and just communities that I will be helping establish. I was going to say what. I don't want to use the word hope. It's actually going to happen. So I just stumbled across this. I didn't know about the product. I've been going through a bit of a spiritual journey for 2 or 3 years before I came across Monica. She had made a comment on just another chat group, and I thought it was quite astute. Made contact and then started learning about this product. I did some of my homework. The science of it just makes complete sense if you do your homework. I have my product right over here in this room. I started hooking up the shower this morning. I know the health benefits. You were talking about your skin. I've got several women, daughters, niece, lots of females in this house, and I know there's some skin issues, and I can't wait to see what this does for everybody.
Do you mean like acne?
Pardon?
You mean like acne? What skin issues like rashes?
Some of that, but my one daughter, she's 19. She has a bit of, I guess it's a mild psoriasis.
Oh yes, that's really well treated with this. Yeah, it takes about maybe 3 weeks.
I just started hooking it up today. The shower looks quite easy to hook up. So product quality, and I learned about the science of it, and it just made sense. So I had some reservations. Whatever I got involved with to kind of add tools to the spiritual treasure chest, I call it. This is a perfect lead tool that people will. I can't wait to see other people try it. but I can't wait for me to try it, and my family. And I had a strong intuition that this was just exactly what Monica was telling me, exactly what I read online. I just knew that I still just know I'll speak of this as the greatest product in the world, and I'm not even going to try it probably till tomorrow. But
Yeah, it's amazing.
and I'm certain of it. It fit with my future vision, family health. I have a 93-year-old mom. I have a 65-year-old sister my mom's actually in decent health for 93, but my sister is not in the greatest health. And she doesn't, Tina, as you said, didn't drink water. My sister might have the odd tea, but she does not drink water.
Mm.
And the other thing is the integrity of the company was something I put some time into. I learned about your integrity quickly, Monica, and you were part of the attraction because I believed in you. And there's so much we can do with this as individuals with this product and this company. Whether somebody's just in it to make money, that's up to them. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's so much more that can be done with it. I see a chance to make some decent money out of selling this product for what it is a health benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can see using that to help some of the philanthropic endeavors I want to get into. And I'm certain that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
It's been a bit of a journey. I've had an interesting year. I'll just put it at that, but they all seem to be interesting. Lots of learning events, and I think this is just going to be a nice little topper to the year as I get going with this right now.
Great. And we are all in particular container. We started on Tuesday to help us for the next 3 months to upgrade and to expand and to really bring more goodness in this world and make beautiful choices, help others grow abundance. So we are working as a team. We are moving forward. So thank you so much, Roger.
One more thing. Everybody's going to see me and Leonie, the improvements and the health benefits, the things we can talk about in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now are going to be pretty profound, I think.
Yes,
Exactly.
please follow me on my Facebook
chats. Definitely. We're going to run maybe next week or the week after. And as we progress, you will see also, you can tell the testimony. That was so exciting.
And we'll see what it does with this chest infection or whatever I got going on.
Yeah, great. So I'm going to go share screen, and I prepared, wait, I need to put glasses. Share screen, entire screen, allow. Yes. So, I don't see if you can you hear me? No.
Yes.
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 Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So thank you so much for my beautiful team to share about this water. And normally I've been running masterclasses focused on the business side and on attraction and building freedom. So I lead with my whole personal brand is about freedom, manifesting your dreams, living your best life. And the water is the vehicle. And we do not have, it doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank if you do not have your health. So the health is a superior pillar in your life. If you feel good, then you can think good. If you think and feel good, you can do more good in the world, right? So this is really, really essential. So if you are one of those people who is always constantly improving and looking for the best options for themselves, what to do, this is a great place. And what the Kangen water does, because it's an ionizer, it is a hydrogen-rich, ionized, electrolyzed water. It means the water is going through a current and it's restructured into small molecules, which your body can absorb much easier and gives you more superior hydration. You can use the water. There's a button which produces beauty water for your face, for your hair. You can also clean the windows with it. You can clean your animals with it. You can give the water in your garden. I, for example, as you know, I mentioned before, 4 years ago, I got the machine. And since that day, I have not been using any chemical products on my floor, my toilet, my bathroom. I only use the different types of water. And many people are saying, yeah, but my water in town is really good. I live in Canada, it's really good. I live in Munich, we have a water from the Alps, you know, and everyone, even the rainwater, people say, oh, rainwater, but rainwater is going through, it's acid because it's going through all the different pollution we have. To really get high quality water is very extraordinary. There are 6 places in the world which make this ionized water naturally. And the founder of Enagic, it's a company, Japanese company, which makes Kangen, Mr. Oshiro, he made these beautiful machines to be a copy of the quality of water in the mountains, where it's ionized, is lived. And what he wants is for people to be wealthy, healthy, and really be happy, and to create amazing, conscious living communities, you know? So if your body is nourished and you are feeling abundant and also financially abundant, then you can do so much in the world. So I can't read it because I don't have glasses. Let it just have a look. Yes. And if you are going to look into Kangen water, I recommend you go into a club, Google Med, a medical research, and you look for restructured water, electrolyzed restructured water. So we touched a little bit upon different types, how you can use it. We have a beautiful ebook where you can read all the 63 uses of how you can use the water. The 8.5 and 9.5 is the drinking water. You can use it for cooking. The boiling time is dramatically reduced. People who actually are, I'm not politically correct, overweight or bigger than they want to be, it's not because they have problems with hormones most often. Most often they are chronically dehydrated, and instead of reaching for a glass of water, they reach for food, but actually they are thirsty. So you lose weight. You lose the weight which does not really belong to you. And you can use it in many, many different ways. You can read it here in the slides. Yeah. Also, if you, for example, injure yourself, you have a swollen ankle, I have very often put bandages. My daughter had something with her knee because she fell on it. I put a bandage and it takes the inflammation out overnight. It's you do not really need to have a medical kit at home. You can use this water for almost everything. That's 11.5, which we were talking about. Cleaning your vegetables. You can use it for your eyes if you have some eye wash. You can use it as to remove makeup, clean your vegetables. That's what Tina was talking about, that the pesticides goes away, the layer of pesticides. Many different, if you have puffy eyes, you can just put it around your eyes and your eyes will be beautiful in the morning. Spray, bug spray repellent, I mean, goes on and on and on. And what, for example, toothpaste, you can use it to rinse your mouth in the morning, which I normally do. I rinse my mouth with 2.5, then I spill it out. I put a different type of Kangen water and the 9.5 so it doesn't become acidic, and I have no infection in my mouth, which is brilliant because I don't have to use chemicals and I don't have to use plastic bottles. So brilliant. Brilliant. Many, many different uses. And of course, if you cut yourself or if you are bitten by an insect, you can just put 2.5 and within 30 seconds, all the bacteria is dead. It was brilliant during the COVID time. I used the spray of 2.5 and it was great. And I also traveled. I went to Bali the other day and I took 5 liters. Actually, I travel quite a lot and I take the water with me because it's a medical graded water device. You can take it on the plane. So let's talk about the company, which Roger was mentioning that he did his due diligence. Enagic is a beautiful, conscious company. They make everything in their own production line. Mr. Oshiro is employing people from Okinawa to make the different products. Everything is checked by hand. It's of the highest standard. It has many international awards and medals, and it is a global product which distribution to about how many countries? Over 85 countries, and it has been growing exponentially during the time where all the companies were closing 2-3 years ago. We grew 20%. We have sold 1 billion worth of machines. So why would you consider using the water machine as a vehicle towards your wealth? We have a 3-step business model where we align with this water, and I'll talk about different products. We use social media to attract people, but sharing our own story like we are doing it right now. And then we have a beautiful community and a support which teaches us how to raise our vibration, how to learn skills on a social media. So I don't want to talk too much about it, because if you're interested in that side, you can always reach to the person who has invited you and we can discuss it. But just wanted to show you that Anespa that we were talking about is the shower unit. This is the K8, which is the most popular water ionizer, and Ukon is the highest quality turmeric, curcuma on the market. So if you partner with this structure, which is called the quad, you get a commission. That's the difference between low ticket commission and high ticket commission. If you're selling small oils or products which are, you need to sell a lot of volume, and the effort on selling it is almost the same. With this kind of high ticket conscious product, you get immediately anything between $365 to $6,000 as a commission, as a thank you from the company for being consistent and spreading the word about the machine, which is amazing. And people think like, you just need 7 sales to make 10,000 K profit, just 7 sales. And if you're using this quad strategy, you can easily, do I have a slide? No, not here. You can have like 18 sales to 100K. So if anyone is interested in the business side, I can send you a video afterwards to look into it, but it makes a beautiful conscious path because you're using a product which you love, and there is an amazing high ticket commission attached to it. So what I was talking about, this is the smallest amount you can earn, and this is the highest amount. And I'm currently at this level, and this is the amount of commission I receive per sale, which is astounding, which is really astounding. And it is not a MLM where you have to, you are afraid of deranking, or you need to pay every month to stay in a certain position. You can actually stop and start again. You know, it is a beautiful structure where you grow as you grow, your company grows, your business grows. So if you ever wanted to make $1 million, this is how many sales you need to make, which is 164, which is nothing. And what really attracted me into this company was this legacy wealth, which is the wealth here in the middle of this column. It is a position where you receive money every single month for the rest of your life. And if something happens to you and you die, which we all do, I can give it to my daughter. And being a Japanese company, Enagic, they have many family-run companies who are 800 years old, 1,500 years old, and they pay every month for the forever. So once I grasped this idea that it's going to be for generations to come for my daughter, but her kids and kids of her kids, and it's like, it's mind-blowing. So the effort I'm going to put in today, all the next generations are going to benefit. So this is absolutely amazing. And people achieve this level, some within 3 years, some within 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The pace is just, if you work 9 to 5 in a company for 40 years, you will never, ever achieve this level. And this is how we attract people through social media, by being ourselves, sharing our values, sharing who we are, how we're upgrading, what is our vision. And we never reach out to people like, cold spamming. We allow people to come to us, to be magnetically attracted to our post, as Roger and Tina and Leonie were sharing, that you were attracted to me. I wrote something, I commented, and it triggered you. This is the way it is done. And we have a beautiful community and an educational platform where we teach people how to do it. And if you are interested and you think like, I would like to know more about the water, I'd like to know more about how it actually works, then I invite you to book a call with the person who has invited you. In the process, you're going to receive 2 amazing books, which changed, oh my cat, changed my life. And I will invite you to go and experience this platform in a freedom era and go through a discovery process, which is like a short videos taking you step by step on a discovery, who you are, what is your dream, does this product suit you? And at the end of it, you're going to have an amazing talk with a specialist, DBS specialist, a coach, who is going to say, hey, so these are your dreams, this is the product, how does it suit your life, how you want to start, is it the right time, and just go through that with you. And my biggest gift to you is to stay open and to, let me just go here, stay open and be curious what's there for you, because being skeptical and being afraid, it's okay, but saying to yourself, no, I'm not going to start because it might be a pyramid scheme or it's too much money. You are putting blocks in front of your feet before you start, and you cannot not lose. You are always going to win by exploring water, which you are 80% of water. You're going to give yourself so much beautiful gift, like a gift for life. Once you start to drink good water, you change your life. Absolutely. So that's what I wanted to share. If Leonie and Tina and Roger, you want to add something, please, this is your opportunity. I'm going to have a glass of water.
So you've commented on so many uses for the product. I just can't wait to use all of those things myself. I can comment more. As far as the business model, I had some questions about that at first, but I came to realize that it's just an opportunity. If you want to make a lot of money and put it all in the bank and keep it yourself, that's great. If you want to use it for other things, there's so many things you can do with it if you choose to. So, and the worst thing that's going to happen is you'll end up with some machines that make you very healthy, or certainly add to your health.
Exactly. And there are people who are choosing to use this as a business, and there are people who are just buying machines for themselves. And once you decide to buy a machine, you become automatically a distributor. So you can, whenever you decide, oh, I'm changing my mind, I really love it and I want to use it to spread the word, you can. It's open. Yeah. So my biggest invitation to you is to reach to the person who has invited you and say, hey, I want to know more. Can you send me more information? And there is a strategy how to increase your business. There are videos about the Kangen water. Just be hungry, hungry for new life, for new opportunities. And I'm so grateful that you had the time to watch this, either live or on a replay. And we're going to do these chats very often in our group, Awaken and Visionary Females and Males. So once we're going to talk more about the water, another time we're going to talk about the business or energetics. It's just a beautiful group. And if you have people who are interested in joining, then you are also very welcome. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Leonie, Tina, and Roger. It was my pleasure to co-host this with you. And I'm going to stop recording.